Okay, this is another video. This will be a replay analysis again, as this was not recorded during the battle. But this is a ace game that I had in the G.55 Series 1 a couple weeks ago. And what really stands us out of all my other ace games is that this one was a comeback in which me and a 109F, F4, ended up winning the match against, I think it was 2 to 4, 2 to 5 maybe, after all of our other guys died. And plus I have some pretty good maneuvering in here. So we can go over how to fly the G.55 Series 1 at the same time, and also just see how goddamn good I am at the game. But in all seriousness, this is one of my favorite planes in the entire game. It performs similar to a 109G, but has the two extra 20 millimeters in the wings. Now, I never fly 109s really under any circumstances with the gun pods. That's why I actually like the G.55 Serie 0. I don't know if I like it better than this one. They're both very good planes, but this plane is pretty good. It doesn't outturn everything you fight. You'll not outturn Spitfires, but much like most planes that I like to fly, it's not the best at everything, but it is definitely workable. You don't need to be the best in everything to be a good plane. This is actually, in my opinion, a great plane because it's good at everything. It's not going to outrun anything in a straight line at maximum speed. Like a P-47 is going to outrun this thing at the most efficient altitude with the maximum speed, but that's really never going to happen. The thing turns pretty damn well. It's durable. It's much more durable than a 109 because it's just thicker and thick. But yeah, it's thicker and it's just a beautiful plane, performance-wise and aesthetically. So our first kill, I believe, is a P-47. It's somewhere around here. I don't know what time it's at. But yeah, we'll see when that happens. It's got to be one of these two guys. Or maybe I doubt it's the P-61. It's something around here. But yeah, here we go. So it looks like this P-47's coming in to engage. I probably should have watched this prior so I knew what I was talking about. Yeah, okay, so here, this P-47's trying to get into a head-on. I have stronger armament than he does, in my opinion. And you see, he has better distance retention with those 50 cals. And you can see I'm not going to be maintaining this head-on for very much at all. I'm getting some quick shots off while he is not aiming at me. Because you can see these are his rounds here, these are mine. Mine are on target to hit him, his are a little bit off. So I shoot some quick shots off, and then I go to pull away, and I believe that's enough to kill him. Yep, that's what 3 MG151s will do to you. But so that's a head-on that I win pretty easily. You just make sure you're not in their line of sight, and it's pretty easy to take down a P-47 like that. You just got to make sure you know when to pull off and when to keep engaging. So. But yeah, that took very little ammo, and that was a pretty clean kill. Now I have this other P-47 diving on me here, so I kind of turn low and make my nose pointed down towards the ground, and he doesn't pursue that. He goes back up. I get a little bit more altitude and some speed, and I actually end up turning in towards him. And we're going to wait and see what he does, because I frankly don't remember, because this has been a couple weeks. It looks like he goes off to engage that 109. Yeah, I actually don't think I kill him here. I know there's another plane around this altitude that I kill, and then I go low. So it might be him. We'll see. So it looks like he's coming back around. Let's slow this down a little bit. What's the page down? Okay. So I actually, yeah, this is what happens. I actually end up diving low to get away from him. Not just to get away from him, but I see that there's plenty of stuff down here, and I figure that it's better in the long run to take out all the guys down low versus just that one guy up there. Why is this? Oh, it's a blind hunt. Shit. So I think I end up taking out something here. Yeah, I end up shooting a PPJ, and now normally I will say I never shoot bombers or attackers really until they're the last things, unless they're Like, this guy is right on the way to the BTD, and they're both easy targets, and they're both on the way, so I take some shots and kill him. Normally, I would not do that. I take out the fighters. By the way, you can see how well this thing can go, how fast this G.55 can go. It can dive significantly faster than a 109, because it's sturdy, and it can really do some good work. So I kill that guy, and I think I kill this BTD too. Just filler kills, really. They're both pretty easy. But I got both of them on the same dive, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, I shoot him from a kilometer away. If you're flying in a straight line behind a G.55 or anything that's MG-151s, those things actually have some pretty good distance, and almost all the rounds in the air target belt do not have tracers, so I would not suggest flying in a straight line behind a German plane or an Italian aircraft. We have another P-47 coming in here, and you can see I do my typical, I kind of go horizontal with wing-mounted, or vertical with wing-mounted guns. I get some quick shots off that don't connect, but I'm not going to maintain that head-on with the P-47 because that would be pretty insane. So at this point, you can see we have, what is it, 5 guys, 5 to 3 of ours, and another one of our guys goes down. Molotov Yevster, or whatever, yes, Jester. He ends up getting shot down before I think anyone else dies. Here comes this Hellcat here. I think I do another one of those head-ons here. No, I don't. I fake a head-on because like, he's coming in a straight bearing to me, right? So if I did do a head-on, it's most likely I would have been hit if I maintained it at all. So knowing that I turn better and just have a better plane than he is, and I know what I'm doing, I get into a turning maneuver with him, and eventually, not immediately, but eventually get behind him. I pop out my flaps here so that I can have a little bit better turn time. You know, keeping this rolling maneuver kind of engagement. He actually cuts in on me there, but he's above, so then I come around. There's a Beaufighter that just tried to come in. I come around here and almost get a shot off there, but this puts me in a better maneuver for here. And see, he's kind of low, and he doesn't have good maneuverability like that, so he wasn't the best on his, he wasn't the most efficient there, and I believe he gets blasted. Like, really close, low ammo kill right there. So that was pretty impressive. Now I've got this Beaufighter coming in, and luckily, he's not really on target, and the only things that hit me are those little tiny guns. And I think I kill him there too, you know? That's how you, I mean, that wasn't I wasn't purposely flying defensive there so that I could get a shot off on him, but he ended up flying straight and in front of me, and these MG-151s have pretty good range, so that was another quick kill. Those 2 kills were within like 2 seconds, or maybe not 2 seconds, but they were pretty damn close. So now we've got 2 versus 3. I think that was a 2 versus 4 as of the time I killed that Beaufighter. Yeah, it was actually 2 versus 5, because the 109 crashed before that, and then I killed both of those guys in rapid succession. So now it's me and this 109 here versus 3 planes here. Now the problem for me is that I'm low, and I'm also pretty slow. And this P-47's coming around, I'm a tiny bit damaged, and really, in any plane, you don't want to be damaged at all, especially to the wings, because it will hinder your turning ability, especially when you're using a WNS as your elevator controls. But I kind of pull up, and I end up taking a couple 50s, but nothing too bad. And again, he overshoots, and I think I get some good shots off there. I did some damage to him, but it wasn't enough to kill, unfortunately. Now we're going to watch out for this P-61 coming in here, and I pull low and make it as hard as possible for him to hit me by pulling low and doing that. And I don't think he ends up smashing into the ground, but that's oh, actually he does. See, that's what happens. When you do stuff like that, when you're this low, you sometimes get people like that P-61 that get so tunnel visioned on you that they get knocked out. So I count that as like half a kill, because I mean, maybe not, but I made him crash into the ground, you know. So now we've got 2 P-47s both engaging me at the same time. This other one just got out of a dive, and this other one had just been turning with me prior. I ignore that one. I didn't have a shot. I want to get behind this guy here. And the problem here is, again, is that I'm really slow and really low. I don't have any altitude to maneuver with, to go, you know, down. But these P-47s decided to start turning with me, Fortunately for me, this 109 takes out that P47, who is about to come on my tail, and at the same time, I take out this P47, and that makes it an ace game for me, and we ended up, this 109 and I end up coming back from a 1 or 2 to 5, although we took out those 5 guys pretty damn quickly. But yeah, this is a good example of why I like this plane a lot. It has the firepower, it has the performance, and if you're good at what you do, it can really pull some stuff off. You also notice the tickets here. We had like 1 ticket left, so we did really save that match. If one of those P47s had shot down either of us, it would have been enough tickets to end the match since we were below 100. So I thought that was a pretty cool match to share.